Question 6. How can we glorify God? By loving Him and by obeying His commands and laws. So this question really speaks to Jesus' explanation of what is the greatest commandment. He says to love the Lord your God with all your heart, strength, soul, and mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. See, in doing those, all of the law is fulfilled. Now, as I mentioned in the last question and answer, we really don't like the idea of law from God. We find that very restrictive and very controlling. But honestly, the law of God is given to us for our good and flourishing. God does not give law merely to restrict our freedoms or to restrict our actions. He gives law because it's good for us. And when we come to understand that and we desire to walk in that law, we are glorifying Him. We are showing forth His wisdom and His gracious compassion to sinners. And when we talk about glorifying God, we can glorify God in all that we do, Paul says. Whether you eat or drink, do all to the glory of the Lord. And again, I've mentioned this before, that when we enjoy the good gifts of God, we are glorifying Him. When we are showing another person the truths of the gospel, and we're talking about God's grace and His compassion and His love, we are glorifying God. Truly, we can glorify God in all that we do, in everyday things. Question 6, how can we glorify God? By loving Him and by obeying His commands and laws.